Hello from the Hashknife. It's that time of year where it's starting to break up a little bit on the cold, warm up during the days. We get a little snow flurry here and there, but we'll work through those as we start our horse training season. And I'm going to bring Hawk back in. He's had a few months off, and we'll tune him back up, get him ready to ride. And we're going to also do a little bit of pack work and some cart work. We'll have him in draft a little bit, just as a little bit of experience and to kind of slow his mind down. So stick with us through the process. We'll see how it goes. Well, this is Hawk. He's had the winter off. Talked about it a little bit earlier. So I just want to tune him back up, give him some refresher lessons, see what he's retained, see what he's reluctant to, and how much he kind of fights me a little bit. And he's not real thrilled about coming in here, but I put this pack saddle on him. So he's got something, and because I'm not gonna start riding him right away. I'm gonna just start working him in the corral. Instead of just having nothing on him, we'll put something on him, something that flops, moves, feels the constriction, and something around his hind end with this britching on here, so that he can have a little bit more stimulus that is not always natural. As you can imagine, none of this is. So we'll see how he does. Come on, big boy. Good boy. You recall when I started working him last year, yeah, good boy, licking already. He was really hard to slow down. He really wanted to move fast, which I don't want to do. I want to control him. And he's doing a really good job right now of just doing a nice, even walk, nice and slow. Keep that mind slow, and so that you can then easily manipulate or ask him to do something, and he'll do it like, woo, woo, good boy. Not bad. It's been a few months since he's done this. Let's see how he turns towards me. Come on, big boy. Good boy. Good. And I expect him to do pretty much this for a while until he says, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't think this is quite the program that I need to be a part of. And he starts to resist. And when he does, then we'll correct him and then go ahead and move on with life and get him to do something else we want. And then we'll just quit him for a little bit. And we'll start slow again, but allowing him to be bad if he wants to be bad. If he doesn't, I'm okay with that too. That's even better. But chances are he's going to, because he's just got that kind of a mind where he likes to challenge and wants to look for a reason to say no. Come on. Good boy. Not bad. I don't have to do this with an extension of my arm. Notice I've got no whip here to kind of encourage him. Oh, nice. Good boy. God, he's got a great walk on him too. There, he went pacey on me. Come on. Good boy. Ooh. Good. Turn you the other way. Nope. Ooh. Turn towards me. Good boy. Good boy. Good. You notice I don't have a bit in his mouth yet. I'll come to that. But we're not going to do much with him early on that way. I could, but I'm not going to here. Oh, for a couple of sessions. We'll see how this goes. Just the round curl work, some of the ground work. I need to do a little hoof trim on him and clean him up a little bit. But we're going to just start up slow and then move on from there. Ooh, ooh, good boy. Big sigh. Good. Turn away from me. In that direction. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Good. Keep that speed up a little bit. See how I'm just controlling him mentally by controlling his speed physically. He's not making the choice to move like he wants to. He's making the choice to do what I tell him to do, and that's what's important. That's what training is all about. Being compliant in spite of not wanting to do what you want to do, you listen to your herd leader, which needs to be me. Woo. Good boy. Yes. Drop that head a little bit. Watch these eyes blink, blink, blink. Maybe he'll lick or chew. We'll see, but he's certainly going to drop his head in a moment. Big sigh if he follows that. He said, man, I am just out of shape and fat. This is not an easy thing for a fat guy. You're telling me, bud. I'm with you. I'm a leader in more than one way. Okay, move away. Good boy. Good boy. Again, I want him to move either direction from me, either towards me or away from me, so that I can push him away from me if I need to in some kind of a real confining situation or there's some danger there. I want him to just get away from me. So that is just another discipline some people don't do. They say never have your horse turn towards you, always, or never away from you. Good boy. There's a lick, there's a chew. And only towards you. Well, I want them to do what I want them to do always. It's all about the context where we're at. If I tell him to move and leave, I want him to leave. If I want him to move and come to me, I want him to come to me. Good boy. Look at that. Nice attention. Good. Good boy. Let's see if you can follow me around now. Ooh. Ooh. See, a little more pressure than you want. Okay. Come on, bub. Nice. Good boy. Good boy. Not bad. Not bad. Could be better. A little hesitation here and there. There we go. There we go. See if we can trick him into turning that up, boy. Good boy. Good. There he's chewing. I can hear it. Good boy. Ooh. Back up. Oh, nice job. Nice job. Good man. That little bit of compliance there like that is really, really important, especially right off the bat. He knows what he's supposed to do, and he knows he gets rewarded for it, but he is still just a little bit resistant. That's kind of his personality. He's just kind of aloof like that. And you'll see when we start working Bentley later on, he's an entirely different horse, different type of thinking and different type of reactionary type instincts. All right. Good boy. Good session. That fast? That's enough. Good man. So I've put a couple of boxes on his pack saddle now and adjusted. This one needs readjusted, and I'll do that really quick. And then we're going to let him kind of move around and see how he does with it. And I don't anticipate a lot of issues here, but here we go with a crowfoot hitch. Not that you're going to care about this much, but kind of a nice hitch to be able to have him haul this box with. There we go. On each side. What's the matter, big boy? What's the matter, big boy? You're all right. There we go. Take some tension out of here. Straighten it up a bit. Pull this over. Go. And then I'm just going to do a quick release on this. We're not worried about getting caught on any stobs or anything like that, so walk him around a little bit. You want to be careful in front of a pack horse like this, consider him a pack horse, because if he moves around and he spooks and he tries to run past you, you're going to get knocked over with these boxes. Yeah, he's doing really well. All right. So let's turn him loose. I'll take you another pen here and turn him loose, let him move around a little bit and see how he does. A little bit bigger spot with the wind blowing. We always hate the wind blowing. You know, if you turn him loose, let him look around, kind of move him around a little bit. We've got a buddy over here, Bentley, saying, hey, how do I get one of those? Yeah, your time will come. There we go. See how he hits that a little bit, bangs it a little bit, making some noise. And he's really more concerned with the heifers out there in that pasture, I think, than he is anything else. So we'll give him a little bit of time here just to acclimate, figure out what those boxes are about in a little bit bigger area and where they make more noise. And yeah, he's looking at them. Stop and look. Something's up behind me like that. What the heck could that be? Yeah, we'll see. There's a good smell. Checking it out. And I'm not worried about him really at all. He's may put up a little bit more speed in here, but with those crowfoot hitches on these boxes, they'll stay where they're at. And then if something unruly happens and he loses one of them, I can pull the other one out really fast. So not a big deal. It's been about an hour, and there's not been a lot changed. He's got his ears pinned a little bit, kind of watching whether it's the boxes or the cow and calf pair behind him. Smell the boxes, see what they are, lick and chew a little bit. It's always a good physical sign of acceptance. Doesn't seem to be bothered much. Looks like he's got that one knocked down a little bit again. The saddle's nice and straight, but the load is off a little. And these boxes are empty, so they don't weigh but 25 pounds a piece, which isn't a lot of weight, but it's enough that if you get it up or down one side or the other, that it creates a little bit of a cockeyedness and imbalance, and he'll feel that. Not a bad thing either. So you'll notice what I've done with Hawk, and you hear that clanging and banging maybe. What I've done is given him some noisemakers in there and hung a couple of pieces of pipe on the inside of these boxes and just turned him loose, and watch when he goes around this gate. He's going to watch the gate post is and walk wide and around. So he gets some awareness of what he's doing, where he's going, and how wide he is, which is really important. And of course that noise is just for nothing more than desensitizing him to something that is not normal right on his back. And we'll see if we can't push him around here again a little bit. Hey, Hawker, come on, big boy. You move around? Move you around, bud? Pretty calm. He's not having any giant issues, but he does at times want to hurry around a corner. And so that's also why we're just going to take our time with this and let him acclimate, kind of train himself a little. Come on, kiddo. I'll push him away. Come on. Move off. Atta boy. And watch him turn. Good. Good boy. Good boy. The horse can learn on its own. That's always better. If you can teach them that they can tolerate something and then just let them get used to it, seems that always takes a little bit better set in their mind. They don't resist quite as much. And he's been pretty good about this. I'm going to move around here again. See if we can't get him to go in the alley. Oh boy. Good boy. Good boy, Hawker. One more time. That nice and quiet. His disposition, they're nice and wide around there. And you can't hardly get him, when you lead him, you cannot hardly get him to walk into this pole or this post or a gate or anything else. So I might try to demonstrate that here. This gate opening at the end of the alley is really good because I got a corner here and I got a really sharp corner there. So I can make him walk around this, kind of a figure eight, and see how he does and kind of force him into that and really make him move around. He might hit it and kind of jump around it, but let's see what happens. Come on, Hawker. Atta boy. So I'm going to come really close to this gate. See how he watches it, looks. Come on here, big boy. Same as here. We're going to come around this. Here's the edge of this. Come on, big boy. Come on. Step around that, just barely missing. That's what we're looking for. Nice and controlled. Make him think a little bit and keeping an eye on that load, where it goes. And let's see if we can get him on this side now. Kind of trick him a little bit. Same thing. Watching way wide. Nice. Very good. And he's calm and quiet. Good boy. Good boy. Atta man. Yeah. I think it's time to maybe just lead him a bit with another horse, and he'd be ready for the mountains with a load. And I don't think we would have any issues. I wouldn't even be concerned about doing that right now with him taking a load. Him following another horse, he just exactly has the right mind and the right skill set with that calmness that he's developed. There we go. I'll smell that. Say goodbye. Well, I brought him in the barn. We're going to just go ahead and drop the loads and watch how patient he is, even with an imbalanced load. And this is not a lot of imbalance on here. These boxes only weigh a little over 25 pounds, but it's enough that they feel it, obviously. But I want him to be nice and quiet and calm throughout this, and pull my crowfoot hitch off of here. Loosen the box, clanging and banging. He should remain calm and stand there. I got ropes around his hind end here and then down off to the side. And even if he steps in those, I'm not going to worry about it because I put a lot of training into him having stuff around his feet, and especially ropes, that kind of thing. So he's not going to have any kind of an issue with that, feel it and think, oh my God, I'm trapped. Here I go. And there's a little bit of a jump there. And that clanger made its noise. Take that off. Pull my hitch. There we go. Okay. And I just put my ropes up when he stands here. Everything has to be patient, especially with pack horses. Seems like you can get away with a little bit more moving around on a riding horse, even though you don't want it and shouldn't put up with it. But a pack horse is something completely different because you don't have always direct control on them. They may be in a string with a bunch of other horses. And so you're dependent on everybody staying calm and level-headed so that you don't have a big wreck, and then one cues off of another one who panics, and then the next thing you know, you've got all of them panicked. That is not a good situation. So standing here nice and quiet's good. The wind's blowing out there a little bit. Good boy. Look at him loot, shoot, woo, woo. All right. Good. All right, there we go. And take this breast collar off. And I'm not being really quiet about that. That's the whole point. If you are kind of just flopping stuff around and they stand there in spite of it, that's what you're looking for. I could be really, really quiet and gingerly move all this rigging around and flip it around his tail and his hind end, woo, and be cautious, but he wouldn't learn anything. So he's got to learn that in spite of all of this stuff going along and around and over and just flopping like that, he needs to remain calm. And he's largely done that. So, put this up, put this all away, and put it in the tack room, and we're done. All right. Now we're done.